Hi, Anna here, another ponder point. Yesterday I was feeling a bit flat and got me thinking about there's a time for every season and the times that we live in. And we'll have good days and we'll have bad days, and we do that through life, don't we? Have good days and we have bad days. And yesterday, when I was feeling a bit flat, I thought, how do I get myself out of this? Because COVID-19, of course, we're self-isolating, so there's nothing I can do about getting out and about to visit people. So what I did was I got some exercise, because I know that when you're feeling flat, that exercise is really good and gives you that energy and energizing that you need to just take yourself out of yourself. And the other thing I did was I phoned a friend, and it's good to phone someone who loves you, that can just give you some encouragement, give you something to laugh about, and put things into perspective for you. Take yourself out of yourself and just enjoy that person. And yeah, and then I was feeling much better. I hung up from doing that and from my bike ride, and I felt so much better. So I know that I have tools in my toolbox that can help me get through those flat times and those hard times. So I do encourage you to find those tools for yourself. It might not be a bike ride, it could be a dog walk, it could be some gardening, it could be doing the housework. Some people love doing that. It makes sense for you. Then you just go ahead and you do what takes you out of yourself. So it got me thinking about my friend Julia Grace as well, and I have the utmost respect for Julia. She is a singer-songwriter. She's also runs a lot of seminars for mental wellness. Her and her husband do that. She's very gifted in all those areas. So I do encourage you, if you're looking for tools for your toolbox, to have a look at her. She's on YouTube, she's on Facebook, and she's also on Instagram. So Julia Grace, if you don't already know her, check her out. She's an amazing singer. She's a very funny person, and she also has a lot of wisdom around mental wellness. So check her out. Also, while I was thinking about the seasons and the times for everything, I was thinking about, it took me to Ecclesiastes 3. And Ecclesiastes 3, 1-8 reads, "There is a time for everything. There is a time for everything that is done on earth. There's a time to be born, and there's a time to die. There's a time to plant, and there's a time to pull up what is planted. There's a time to tear down, and there's a time to build up. There's a time to weep, and there's a time to laugh. There's a time to be sad, and a time to laugh. There's a time to scatter stones, and there's a time to gather them. There is a time to embrace someone, and there's a time not to embrace." And don't we know that at the moment? No embracing going on outside of your bubble at the moment. There's a time to search, and there's a time to stop searching. There is a time to keep, and there's a time to throw away. And I might add, throwing away, that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. Well, throwing it out to the garage, because I've been having some amazing tidy up times. So I just need the op shops to be open, and the recycle stores and the restore, is it? The recycling place at the dump to open, so I can get rid of some stuff. So there's a time to keep and there's a time to throw away. It feels really good doing that. There's a time to tear and there's a time to mend. There's a time to be silent and there's a time to speak. There's a time to love and there's a time to hate. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. So don't we know that there's times for everything in our lives? So my encouragement to you this day is enjoy those journeys. Find tools for the bad stuff. Find things that you can do that will take you out of yourself for those times when you are feeling a bit flat and going through stuff that's not particularly nice. My saviour is my strength through those times. You'll have other things that will give you the strength to get through if you're not a believer. But for me, my saviour is that. But yeah, just go well. And remember that life is a journey and it's not a destination. So bless you as you go.